Hello YouTube! I've been nominated to do the Game of 4's challenge thingy. I don't watch Game of Thrones. Yeah, BanditNev nominated me to have a go at this. So Game of 4's then, it's 5 questions of 4 answers, if that makes any sense. You'll see, we'll just start now and go through it and you'll see what it's all about. So, the first question is 4 of your favourite drinks. I might have this in the wrong order, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, 4 favourite drinks. And that's easy enough. I'm British, so therefore tea is certainly one of them. I do like my tea. Secondly, moving on to more alcoholic sort of things. My favourite ale is Iron Maiden's Trooper Ale. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Iron Maiden fan and I'm biased or anything. Genuinely, it's good beer. I like it. Third one, I'll put this in there just for interest anyway, and that is Mythos, the Greek lager. Now, I don't normally do lager. I don't like it. It's just too gassy, and it's mostly just tastes like piss water or piss wasser if you're on Grand Theft Auto. All right, Dave. And then, yeah, fourth one, I'm going to put on from the soft drink side of things. We'll go with Pepsi Max, because when it comes to fizzy drinks, I do like a Pepsi Max. Can't stand Coca-Cola. I'm pretty sure that is, I don't know, poisonous. Something just doesn't feel right when I'm if I do drink Coca-Cola. We've covered that topic before on a previous vlog. So yeah, Pepsi Max. As my 4th choice of favourite drink. Next one then is 4 of your favourite foods. Let's have a bit of a variety here because I like most things. I'm not that fussy, so it's a bit hard to pick my favouritists of them. Do I need fuel? Oh, I've got 15 miles. I think I'll be alright. Plus reserve, yeah. Should have enough to get to Loomies. Anyway, yes, foods. So, in no particular order. Chinese, I do like a Chinese. One of my favourites at the minute that I'm having is chicken with chili and garlic, which is very nice. Next choice, I think I'll have to put curry down. I never used to be that into them, but over the last few years I've got into them a bit more, mainly because Mrs. 480 likes them. So yeah, I've been exploring there. I do like a jalfrezi. That's about the hottest I've gone properly. Although, just last week, I tried my first Vindaloo, which is supposed to be really hot. To be fair, this was a supermarket one, so it's never going to be the same as what you get in an Indian restaurant. But yeah, that was a little bit disappointing, if I'm honest, because I was expecting mouth on fire, fire hydrant type of scenario, but it wasn't. It was no hotter than a jalfrezi that I'd have from a curry house. So yeah. I might have to try one next time I go to a restaurant. I'll have to try one, see how I manage it then. Also, I quite like a pizza, of course. We went on Lone Wolf Rider's pizza run at the weekend. That was really good. That was good pizza. That was a good idea. So yes, do like pizza. I have a bad habit of tending to eat far too many slices than what I should, and then end up being indigested for about 3 days. I go into like a pizza coma. Death by pizza, as it says on the walls in that place. And last but not least, you can't beat a good Sunday roast. Good home-cooked Sunday roast. Because Mrs. 480 is good at that sort of thing. And yeah, with some proper roast potatoes and veg and some really nice chicken or a selection of some form of meat. Oh, it's delicious. So yeah, that goes on the list. Next one is 4 places that you have been to. I've been to a lot of places in this country, and abroad 3 times. Well, okay, 4 if you count the school trip to France for the day, which I don't think that really counts. It was a school trip. It was only a day thing, and we only went to literally just over the channel. Yeah, and I don't really remember much about that, so we'll stick with the 3 abroad places I've been to and somewhere in the UK, which is going to be hard because I've been to plenty of places in the UK. I think Cheddar Gorge, because that was a nice adventure for the weekend that we did that. Beautiful scenery, some awesome roads on the bike. Yeah, that was fantastic. So yeah, Cheddar Gorge definitely goes on that. I would have also picked somewhere like Dartmoor as well. Been there a few times. Awesome scenery there in that part of the country. And the 3 other places, they're all Greek islands. First I went to Crete. It's been 10 years since then. But yeah, that was really first proper time abroad. That was holiday with some friends. That was good. We did some go-karting and paintballing out there, and it was completely different to how it is over here when it comes to like health and safety. With go-karting over here, you have like a safety briefing for like half an hour or something, and then you got to have the gloves, the overalls, and a helmet. In Greece, it might have been just because it was just the 4 of us there. We had the whole track to ourselves. But in Greece, it was just like, here's a helmet, here's the car. That foot makes it go forwards, and that foot makes it stop. Off you go, have fun. And that was it. And so we did. I also did some wakeboarding there. That was fun. Okay, I hit the water several times, swallowed half of the ocean, but yeah, it was good. And then a few years later we went to Zante, or Zakynthos if you like. That one's famous for its shipwreck cove, which is basically a ship that got wrecked in this cove and the beach formed around it, and now it's a tourist attraction. When you get up close, it's a more modern, rusty shell of this ship that it was a smuggling ship, and the authorities were in pursuit when it ran aground. I think that's the story. I'm not sure what happened to the cargo either. I think that might have been seized by the authorities, if you know what I mean. And then lastly, this is the last time I actually went abroad, back in 2011. Went to Kos for 2 weeks. Now, Kos is very interesting. There's a lot to see. Yeah, there's a lot of ancient ruins and all sorts. There's Hippocrates' tree, and Hippocrates, he was effectively the grandfather of medicine, and the tree is where he took his students and they took the Hippocratic Oath, the same of which all doctors do these days. Things like that. Yeah, lots of interesting stuff there. Very historical. That's 4 places I've been to. Next is 4 places you have lived. Now that is a bit of a tricky one for me because, well, I'll just read through it. I'll just reel through it after this tunnel rev. So first of all, we start in Hinckley. I grew up there, living at my parents, so that's the first place. Moved out of my parents into a house with my mate for a couple of years. That was also in Hinckley. And then from there I moved into my own flat in Earl Shilton, which is a village just outside of Hinckley. And then from there I moved into another flat in the same building, so I don't suppose that really counts. And then from there I moved down to the south coast, to Littlehampton, into a flat with Mrs. 480, and then from there we moved into our house. So yeah, that's it. That's the places I've lived. So it's not a particularly long list, but hopefully all those count. Which then brings us on to the last one, which is 4 names that you go by or have gone by. So like nicknames and stuff. So Phil480, which is my screen name that I've been using for God knows how long, and now YouTube. Back in my internet radio days when everyone had some form of weird name, they didn't use normal names like normal radio presenters, I used to go by the name of Short Stomp, and that is a name I made up because I wanted something that kind of is a little bit me and a little bit rock, because I was doing rock and roll radio shows. So I went with short because I am short, and Stomp came from Stomp Box, which is basically a guitar effects pedal type of thing. So that's where that name come from. Now we're a name or two short here, so it's going to have to be. I'm going to have to go with one of my old nicknames from one of my old workplaces that my work colleagues gave to me very kindly. I don't know why. Well, it's kind of an obvious one. I started getting called Phyllis for no apparent reason. It's just why not, and somehow it stuck and it worked, and I used to respond to it, so it's my own fault. So yeah, that's another one there. Oh, and yes, Pete. Calm Biker calls me Pete, as I'm sure you're aware if you follow his channel as well, because apparently I sound like his mate Pete.
That's not lubricant, that's a bit of rust.
I don't hear it myself, but if more than one person's hearing it, which apparently they do, it's not just Calm Biker, there's a few others that also can hear the resemblance. So yeah, it must be right. So there you go, Phil480, Short Stomp, Phyllis, and Pete. So there we go. There's 4 names that I go by, which wraps things up very nicely. So that's Game of 4's. The last part is to nominate 4 people to also take part in Game of 4's. So I would like to nominate, if they haven't been nominated already, Captain Rambunctious, Smoky Bar, Bimble, because that'll be a really weird and interesting one, I reckon, and yes, and someone who I've been meaning to give a shout out to as well, because his channel is worth checking out. His content's a little bit different. It's nice and refreshing to watch one of his videos compared to like a normal motovlog video. He's got some interesting ones, quite entertaining. And I'm talking about Adam from Team Motovlog UK. I'll put a link in the description to all these people, by the way. Yeah, Adam does some quite entertaining ones. Check out How to Grow a Motovlogger. That was a little bit strange, but yeah, if you like your content a little bit more off the wall, as it were, then yeah, check out Adam. Anyway, that's it from me. I'm almost at Loomies. It's Wednesday bike night. It's going to be a bit of a chilly one, but yeah, we'll see who braves the cold and turns up. But yes, thank you all for watching, and thanks to BanditNev for the nomination in Game of 4's. Ride safe. See you on the next one. Look who it is, it's only James Hillier. Don't worry, I won't put that on YouTube. Right, let's try that again. This time with petrol. Yeah, that was weird. I come out of the petrol station, and James Hillier's there, and he says hello to me as if he recognises me. It's the wrong way round. No, I'm sure it was just, you know, being a generally nice person. Oh, I wish if the camera was on for that bit, it'd have been funny. Oh well. Yeah, I did already come out of Loomies and come this way, and then got to, well, just back there, and then I hit reserve. So I was like, I better turn back and put some petrol in. I don't think I want to risk this long dark road on reserve fuel. Yeah, it's been a nice evening at Loomies. Colin was there, which was a really nice surprise. I did not expect to see him up at Loomies quite so soon after his operation. So yeah, really good to see him. He seems to be doing well. But anyway, yes, good to see a few people brave the slightly chilly weather. Biker Dave, Reno, and a few others. I quite like bike nights in the winter at Loomies because it is it's pretty quiet. So you kind of have your own little exclusive winter club there. It's pretty nice. And of course, if you're sat inside, it's all nice and warm and you're filling yourself up with some lovely food. And then it comes time to leave and you're freezing.
God who made me fine.